Yeah. Buddha Peso. Smoking mirrors uncut. Listen, it's smoking mirrors. Raw and uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. It's smoking mirrors. Raw and uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. Yeah. It's smoking mirrors. Raw and uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. It's smoking mirrors. You know you hear us. Listen, smoking mirrors be the station. Yeah, them boys uncut raw, no hesitation. Just tune in, the vibes are so amazing. It's all real talk here, that's word to Jason. Shout out to Jay Lee, them boys on a mission. Gunning for the #1 spot, pay attention. Knocking out the competition. Sonny listen. In Detroit, serving game like a piston. Shot clock, jump shot, all net with a feeling. The squad set it off, cause a ride in the building. Syndicates to bed, this ain't suited for the children. They talking cheap when they speak, you see millions. Turn it up one time. If you looking for smoke, then pull it up online. It's right there. Look in the mirror first glance, it's quite clear. That B-more got them scared like a nightmare. They blowing smoke to any city, take a flight there. And guaranteed to ring bells like a bike fair. Then Debo the whole set, they don't fight fair. Cause smoking mirrors gaining buzz like a light gear. You know? Raw and uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. Smoking mirrors, raw and uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. Yeah, smoking mirrors, raw and uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. It's smoking mirrors, you know you hear us.
Up from the 36 chambers, it's the good.
Thanks.
We don't even know about that, bro.
No, you don't know about
it. Yeah.
Nothing about that. I got a good idea.
Who is it?
Beastie Boys?
Yeah. I heard that.
Actually. I didn't get that.
Whatever.
Not even close.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Smoking Mirrors Uncut. I'm trying to get riggedy raw tonight, you know, some real uncut footage from y'all too. You know, we got yours truly, B More, other two kings in the house, Jay Lee.
What's up? What's up?
Detroit.
Hey, choo-choo.
What's going on, fellas?
We coming down off this high, this last battle that we had, this epic R&B battle. Which was awesome. It was all love. It was all fun.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Yeah. I enjoyed myself.
So because it's Troy is another year around the sun, you know, happy born day. Happy born day to our boys.
Appreciate
Happy born day.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate the love. Yeah,
how old are you?
I'm that big 4'6", that big 4'6", man. But you know, I look like I'm about 36. So you know,
for sure.
I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said on my Facebook and on my Instagram, appreciate everyone looking out. You know what I mean? Hit me up, say happy birthday. Much appreciated, man. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yo, Frank said you 52.
Big Frank, let me try that shit, my guy. Don't you try that shit. You know I'm younger than you. Don't you try that.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, like I said, Jay said, man, we just came off that epic battle. Part 2 of the Smoke and Mirrors Uncut versus 90s R&B battle. And you know what happened, man? Like I started getting some mail. Like after that, I started getting mail at the house. Couple Amazon joints, couple joints from UPS. Hold on real quick.
I'm not ready.
So I wound up getting this award right here, right?
Yo.
And this one too. This one was for the best choice of music for the night.
Yo.
Oh, this was last battle. This is gold from last battle, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I won the time before that, and this one right here was the award for "Don't Hurt Him Too Bad." You did real good. And then this one right here. Overall, don't mind the softball player on top of it, But this one right here is the overall champion winning the R&B Battle Award right here.
I got
I'm
you.
champion.
I got you.
All right?
Okay.
I'm champion. Y'all see that?
Can you read the inscriptions on them for me, please? Can you?
Yeah, this one doesn't really have one on there, just And this one right here says the Thunderstorm MVP. This is and that's what it says on there. But it really says R&B battle. It really says winning the R&B battle against Jay Lee, because Jay Lee stumped that night. He stinks at picking music. He stinks at organizing music. His scenery was trash cans. He had flames all in the background, little fake fireplace. It was all garbage. I had that nice little. It looked like this, matter of fact, low lit. You know what I mean? Just
definitely do.
I set the mood. You know what I mean? That's what champions do.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Champions do.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
Nothing to say? Nothing to say, Lee?
I mean, we live in a day and age where everybody gets trophies and awards. You know what
hey,
I mean?
true hurts.
They participation. They just participation awards.
Hey,
that's all they are.
True hurts B. True hurts be more. True hurts.
It do sometimes.
Yeah, it's a participation.
You know what I'm saying? Just like emotions make you cry sometimes.
Exactly. Hey Jay, I'm gonna send this over to the house, man, so you get to touch it and squeeze it and rub it. You know what I mean? To feel a real champion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting this down for now. Man.
It's all good. It's all good.
So you butter him up for another loss. What team is he if he's like in the NFL now? I mean, like, because when you come to me.
Who?
Jay Lee. When you come to me, when you come to my town.
So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna do a 70s, 80s joint or just all 70s?
No 80s.
We're doing 70s, strictly 70s.
Strictly 70s.
Strictly 70s. You know.
Yep.
I'm gonna see.
Right, so,
I'm gonna see what he knows. What he knows about them 70s. You know.
I don't know nothing.
Okay.
We're
gonna see. Now we was talking too, Troy, and me and him kind of was going back and forth on this, and we were trying to figure out whether we was just going to do 70s love music, slow jam type deals, or a little bit of mixture. But I think we kind of settled on that, right? Or we was doing a mixture.
That was the last thing we said. 10 of each. But I kind of feel what you saying, like, because if we go that route, man.
It opens up the door to so much.
Oh my gosh, it's so
it's just like
out there. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're gonna stick with the love music,
Okay.
The classics. The classics.
Okay. So when do you guys think you're gonna set the date? Sometime in the winter or early fall? Like, when you guys think you're gonna do it?
That sounds good. So we can warm him up. But I don't want him sitting too long. I don't want him sitting too long. He's gonna get muscle atrophy, all that. I don't want none of that.
He shouldn't want to sit too long. He should want to get back on the mic after that ass whooping he took. So I'm sure he will want to get back on there soon.
Let's set it for November. Or you want to do a little sooner than November?
I mean, you said November. Let's rock with November.
I mean, we can shoot for October.
We live. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Back you down into nothing.
No. We on the spot. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You want it earlier? You want an October battle?
I mean, why not?
Okay, October.
Why not?
October.
Why we gotta wait till November?
I mean, it's outage time, so I don't know. I don't know.
It ain't even September yet.
I know.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I said. See, I wasn't thinking about that.
Well, give it a couple days.
That's why I pushed it back to November.
But that's what I was saying. I'm like, all right, cool. But I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Can't wait.
Yeah, man.
I'll be definitely in the house. We'll probably have a lot of people on there then too. You know what I mean? The 70s. Love making music. People do appreciate that type of music too. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of heads on.
For sure.
We'll throw it out there. We'll advertise. We'll have you guys making your videos, whatever you want to do about it, and y'all have some fun with it.
I got a question for you, Troy.
What up, though?
And you sent this to us in our private chat, and I'm not. So that's why I really want to ask you what your thoughts is on this. This teacher that everybody was trying to get kicked out of school. What was your thoughts on that? I don't know if everybody heard, the curvaceous teacher that was teaching kids, and everybody's upset about it. Well, I won't say everybody. A certain group of people are upset that she's teaching the kids.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that?
This is my thought. All right. I'm sure some women were, because I don't think a lot of men didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because we're Neanderthals, so I don't think we really cared about what she looked like, right? I think the rumbling came from a lot of the women, maybe a little jealous of how she looked. But for me, it doesn't matter, right? You gotta look at the districts that any district in the United States of America, right? We know there are teacher shortages in these districts, right? And we finally found people that want to teach, right? Now we want to get rid of her because of what? Why we want to fire her? Because she's curvaceous, because she loves her figure, so we want to get rid of her. As long as she's teaching education, as long as she's teaching the kids, what does that have to do with what does she look like have to do with educating your child?
Right.
When there's a teacher shortage. That's all I'm saying.
There definitely is a teacher shortage.
And they don't get paid enough. So what are we talking about here? That's just me personally.
Now, do you feel as though she does teach preschool? She teaches preschool, little kids that really ain't checking for that anyway.
That's correct.
Do you feel as though that there should be only a certain age? Do you think that she would be a distraction for like a high school?
Obviously, yes. Yes, I believe so. Because, I mean, we're talking 13 to 17, 18-year-olds whose hormones are running rampant, right? So, of course, that could be a distraction. Being that she's a preschool teacher, there is really no distraction, except for the parents that are walking in there and looking at her.
Right.
That's the actual distraction. Maybe some teachers and maybe some administrators that's in the building. Yeah, of course. But as far as the kids are concerned, they don't know what they're looking at. Like, where's the distraction?
Nah. It's funny, too, because I was watching a video of her talking, and she was saying that, honestly, she said she got more problems with men that was commenting than women. She's like, a lot of women were actually in her corner. It was men saying vulgar things and saying things that was out of place. And she was like, I'm teaching little kids. They're not checking for me like that,
Okay.
So that was really surprising. She was like, honestly, it was more men.
That's surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what people, because she said females was like, oh, they just hating on you. They just hating on you. She was like, nah, it ain't the women. It's the men.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So were men hating, or men were just gawking and being inappropriate?
Well, they were being inappropriate. They were saying things like inappropriate about the little kids, like might be thinking stuff, things of that nature,
Oh, okay.
Versus, that's where she was seeing a lot of.
Okay.
Right. And probably men being vulgar too, things.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they do. Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Savages,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, I felt I was right along with you though. I felt like I mean, hey, as long as she's doing her job, who cares? And honestly, I think they were saying like her wear more loose clothing or something to cover her body. But I honestly don't think you could do much to hide her body,
Right. It's extremely, I mean, she's very voluptuous, right?
Yeah.
Very curvaceous. So like you said, anything baggy, it's not going to do any justice to her.
Nah. Ain't too much high.
Yeah.
I think me and B-More was talking, like, even if you cover up with like a Muslim outfit, it don't matter.
It's still going to be pokey. You know what I mean?
Something's going to be pokey.
It's still going to be pokey.
Yeah. I was like, even in, I don't know, excuse me if you're Muslim, because I don't know the correct term for that garb that the women wear. But I'm like, even in that joint, you're going, your ears going to pick up the pat. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man.
Fam, even if she was in a muumuu, right? some that your grandma wore in like the 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah.
That thing's still gonna be pokey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's no hiding that. Long as she's teaching what she needs to teach, it shouldn't matter. That's
Oh yeah.
shouldn't matter.
Yeah. What's up, Dre? What's going on, bro?
What up, Dre?
That's good.
Yeah, but so you feel the same way too, B more, right? You're just like whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, man. People just throw anything up in the air that they want to stick.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean,
So let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think it was so many? Why do you think the men were being? Of course, we know why they were saying inappropriate stuff. But why do you think it was more men than women that were being more offended by or offensive or offended by it?
Honestly, I think we live in a day and age where women are like coming into their own as far as empowerment. So I think that a lot of women had her back, like, like we should be able to wear what we want, So, and I think that some men are going to go against that, they thinking on a sexual tip, as we usually do, we
all
think
day,
on a
every
sexual tip, So of course it's going to become offensive when men start commenting and saying things, So that's why I feel like more men. Because I mean, and then you got some men that's like, oh, well, I wouldn't want her teaching my son because she might be distracting him from his schoolwork, and they thinking on that level too. So,
fam, the dude is 4 or 5 years old.
I know, but see, that's the thing. People don't do research before they start talking.
Right.
Half these people probably didn't know she was a preschool teacher. Half of them just saw teacher and saw her body and was already offended, because nobody.
That's what I told Troy. Like, I had seen that picture come up like a year for at least the last 3 years.
Oh yeah, it's definitely come up. So for some reason this year, it was to the point where people were angry.
Yeah, y'all see me sneezing at that bullshit. Sneezing at that bullshit. I'm allergic to it, bro.
But the funny part, she said that she got plenty of love from her school. She said other schools, they angry and all that. She said, but in her school. She got support from the teachers. She got support from the parents. She gets support from all of them. It's everybody else's opinion on this that has nothing to do with the situation.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a testament of probably who she is as a person. You know what I mean? They care less. Like, she's probably a good person, probably a good teacher, probably good with the kids, and they love her for that.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah.
Good person. So,
definitely.
Hey man.
Or they love big butts and they cannot lie.
Cannot lie.
Some other brothers try to deny. Yeah.
Y'all old heads.
Yo, did y'all see that sex worker prostitute? That sex worker sting that just happened recently?
Yo, yeah, I saw that. I just saw that. What are you doing, oh my God? What are you doing?
Did you see this before? No. Okay, so what? Troy, did they hit like 100? They got like 100 some dudes, right?
Yeah, it was 100 plus, like 120 plus.
Yeah, like they set up a sting. They taking them all out. So, but the one dude that everybody's talking about, he had just got married, bro. He left his wife sleeping. His wife, he was on his honeymoon, and logged on and hooked up with this supposed chick, which was an undercover officer, and got hit that night on his honeymoon.
On his honeymoon?
On his honeymoon, bro. Like
that's a champion. That's a champion right there.
On his honeymoon.
On his honeymoon, like, bro, you just got it. Like, they must have been living together for like about 10 years or something like that, yo. Because, whew,
man, that's brutal. I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
That's brutal, though. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, "Yo, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, your honeymoon.
Yeah.
You can't wait a week.
Can't wait a week.
You can't wait a week.
She was sleeping. He was surfing. Like, all right. she must didn't give it up that night. Hadn't like he was like, I'm gonna get some tonight or something. Like, wow.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Wow. Yeah. I know that was embarrassing for her though. Had to be like super embarrassing because his face is all over the news.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh
Everybody's talking about it. So
they probably getting annoyed. She's probably getting annoyed right now.
it's possible. It's possible. Or she
Right.
might stand.
Nah.
She might stand by her man though. You never know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeebus.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine that though.
Yeah. Good luck to them.
I don't even know why they would do that. Why they messing with people, man?
As far as stinging for sex workers.
Where was this?
Well,
What
I think
city? What state?
I don't know what state it was in, but
I'm not sure what was that.
No, you
But
ain't got no. Yo, think about the manpower they put into that, right? And think about actually what kind of crime that is. Like,
right.
now, tell me, do they have any unsolved murders in that area? Any cold cases? You know what I mean? Like, they ain't working on that.
I mean, they might have had some issues with sex workers and sex trafficking in that area.
That's
so
what
they
it's
tied down
more
on it.
about. It was Florida. It was Florida. It was Florida.
Okay.
It was
what part
more
of Florida, you know.
I could find out. Fort
No,
Myers.
it don't really matter. I'm just.
Fort Myers.
Was it tied to that though, Troy?
It was.
I don't know.
It was. No, it was. I saw the police officer talking, and there was a lot of sex trafficking with underage females. Going on.
I thought you said, is that how it started? Hold up. It started.
Well, it was a sting. It was a sting for prostitution, but
okay,
there were underage females involved in a lot of the prostitution in Florida. So that's why they brought this all together to
get these got you.
You know.
So again, why are they going after the? I guess they gotta go after whoever, right?
They're going after everybody.
But
everybody's getting.
Okay. But I kind of feel like that should really be with whoever is in charge of running these joints,
right?
And bringing in underage people.
I guess you saying they should more or less target the people that are going after underage females, than just the regular dudes just trying to get some ass.
Because do y'all think? Not obviously, I'm not talking about anybody that's unwilling, and I'm not talking about any children. Do y'all think between two willing adults, should it be illegal for them to make a fair trade? You know what I mean? To be able to do stuff like that. Do you think that should be illegal?
I don't think it should be illegal. No. I mean, you saying should it be legal? Or you saying it should be illegal?
Should it be illegal?
I don't think it should be illegal.
For sex.
No.
Should it be illegal?
I don't think it should be illegal because I mean men naturally pay for it in one way, shape, or form at the end of the day, and some women do too. You know, so I don't think it should be illegal. No, but I guess tax wise, it's illegal because you're working without paying taxes.
Yeah,
I mean.
Right.
But
in Florida,
tax it if you made it legal. What do you think, Troy? You think something different?
No, I mean I agree. I think if it's two cooperating adults making this decision and it's a fair trade, why not? But Jay brought up a good point. I mean, you're talking about working and handing over monies or whatever. So that's like working under the table, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Sam is not getting his part of the cut. So in order to get his part of the cut, he's got to make it illegal. You know what I'm saying? Unless they legalize it, and all of a sudden there's pay stubs and all that other shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, because it is, and it actually is legal in Nevada.
Yeah, right. Nevada, yeah.
So, do that. Why not?
But like Jay said, they were trying to get underage people, so I guess that was this thing to try to. And another thing, we don't know if the officer looked young. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where she looked like she could be like 15 or whatever.
Yeah,
or
that's
she was
something
older. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Well, he did it online. So I don't know if he even
Okay.
knew what the girl looked like or whatever. You know,
Oh, okay.
it was probably like on some back page type stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me that's something different, man.
Yeah.
I don't mess with none of that stuff.
What's up, Nick? It's been a minute.
I know, right, Miss Kent? What's going on? She said he should have honeymooned in Reno.
Reno.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
He should have. But his wife probably wasn't with it. His wife
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
wasn't with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that brings up a topic too. I was talking to my cousin the other day too.
Oh, sugar.
We was she's a female, and we was chatting, and we was on the subject of how a lot of men end up having extramarital affairs or having side pieces because their main girl doesn't do a lot of things for them or is unwilling to do a lot of things. And she was like, I'm serious. She was like, I know factually, like some wives, it's like, nah, I'm not doing it. Nah, I'm not doing this. And she was just like, and she was straight up. She was like, I can see how some men go get something from somewhere else. You know, she was like, because a lot of women aren't willing to do it. And I was kind of like playing devil's advocate because I know a lot of men that aren't willing to ask their females to do certain things too. Because they feel like, I don't want my main girl doing this, that, things of that nature, you know? So I was like, it is some dudes out there that don't want their girl doing certain things that are considered nasty or inappropriate in the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know? So, what are y'all thoughts on that? Like, as far as,
what part exactly?
As far as
do we think, do either of us think that men should get what they want in the bedroom? I mean, that's a resounding yes.
Absolutely.
That's a resounding yes.
Yeah.
If he's doing his side, well, whatever y'all deal is, I feel like that's funny because I kind of been thinking about this lately. I don't know how it kind of popped into my head, but relationships are reciprocal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what kind of relationship you talk about. I don't care if it's parent to child, brother to brother, cousin to cousin. Relationships are reciprocal, you know. So everybody wants to feel like they're getting what they're putting in. So, and I feel like if you're putting in, the other person should be doing that as well. Now, we ain't talking about no man that's not out there taking care of their business, doing, you know what I mean? And I mean, and that has to, I don't want to define roles here or whatever, but in in their relationship, whoever, if you feel as though that person is taking care of home, doing whatever, you know, you feel, then why not?
Yeah. Yo, it was rumored that this is what I heard when I was young or whatever. I don't mean to say this in a rude way or seem like I'm being racist or whatever. But anyway, this is what I heard when I was young, that the mob, the Italian mob, the reason why they had their gumas or whatever, right, their side pieces or whatever, because they didn't want their wives doing what they want. They didn't want the freaky stuff they want their wife to do.
Mm-hmm.
They want their side piece to do, right? Because they don't want to go back and kiss their children, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I mean, after doing some freak nasty, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but my thing is, you should be able to do what you need to do with your companion, regardless of what it is, right? And if you want a happy relationship, if you want an understanding relationship, you know, sexual, you know, all that's a very important part in a relationship. If I can't ask you to do a certain thing or, you know, attempt to be playful or whatever, if I have a problem at even asking you that, we probably shouldn't be in a relationship because it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be stagnant. It's not going to go anywhere. So,
yeah.
Are
you going to start looking elsewhere? You know.
Yeah, you're going to start peeking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Who posted it? I think somebody posted
it'd be
it on
nice
our
if
page.
your wife or your girlfriend makes it difficult for you to look another way. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want her to do enough where you ain't got to do that. I know B More before he sent us something on the ground where I think it was a video where the girl was like, "Yo, I never let my husband leave the house while his joint's hanging." You know what I'm saying? Because if his joint's not hanging, you know what I mean? That means he might be checking for something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was going to be taken care of that morning. You know what I mean? His joint his balls is hanging. They ain't tight. He's good. He's empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes when dudes is out, they ain't empty. Because we always thinking about it in the first place.
Yeah. Do y'all think that's a problem though, that we always think about it all the time? Do you think that we kind of like can make a woman feel neglected in certain ways? You know, because we like value them for other things other than sex. Basically, feel undervalued. You know.
Hold up, tighten that question up.
Yeah,
Can
like
you phrase that?
Do you think that you can make a woman feel undervalued? Because it seems like that's all we want majority of the time is sex. You know.
All right. So that's what I was going to say. Somebody, I think, posted on our page, right, where the woman was talking.
I did that. I posted that.
And I seen that before it got posted on our page, but she understood, and I feel like a lot of women don't understand. We talk different ways. I feel like men understand better because we do those things, and you don't want to, you know, like, oh, just to go around about, how many times have you wanted something a certain way, but your significant other wanted it this way? So you're just like, all right, I'll take that L. Like the temperature in the house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like
trust me,
stuff. You do
it's cold right now in my house, bro. It's cold
all the time, though, right?
Freezing.
You do it very often, right? And I bet you do it very often because you understand those are the things that, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like it's not coming back the other way for some men. You know what I mean? Like, I think she hit on very good points. That's the way we wired. That's the way we love. That's the way we feel more connected. That's the way a lot of men. I'm like, yo, it can't be a coincidence that millions of men, not just living today, talk about millions of years back, do the same thing and react the same way. Is it something wrong with us, or is it that's the way we wired? Like,
I just think that's
wired to get down. We wired to get busy.
That's how we're wired. I just think that's how we're wired, man.
Yeah.
Right. So if you end up with a woman that understands how you wired, she's going to succeed on every level. Bro. She's going to succeed,
and that's a fact. And the thing is, you're going to reciprocate.
Yeah. It's funny too, because you always hear people say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But I see a lot of hoes getting married.
I do see a lot, but I do see a lot of divorce too.
Yeah, you see a lot of divorce.
I see a lot of getting divorced too.
Oh, the hoes getting divorced?
Yeah, I see them. I see them divorced too. So it's either, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't say they ain't gonna last, but they say you can't make it into a housewife. You know?
Well,
you can.
That does kind of say something though, because if a man is willing to do that, then you push them to a certain like, oh yeah, like yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because men are less to get there than women, I say. And honestly, before we get the rebuttal from the women that say, oh, I can do all that, and he's still gonna cheat. It's like, okay, you got some dudes that will. But I guarantee you the chances of that happening will go down significantly.
Well, let me say this. Let me put a disclaimer in this real quick. Whatever Jason Lee is about to say doesn't matter, right? Because this dude wanted to get married when he was 12 years old. So it doesn't matter what he said.
I forgot what I was going to say.
It doesn't matter what you was going to say.
Matter of fact, you're right, Troy, because remember he told us the story about how he used to watch all the Disney movies and stuff, and how the prince used to save the princess. And he was like, I always wanted to do that when I get older.
My favorite movie of all time is The Princess Bride. You know, that was.
Of course it is.
That is. As you wish. as you wish.
What do you say? My name is Montoya. You killed my
Montiga
father.
Montoya. Yeah. Hector Montiga Montoya. Blasphemous. That's a classic.
What did he
yo.
say? He said, "Look, it's the man with 6 fingers." Yo,
Oh man, that is a good movie though. That's a classic.
it was.
That was a classic.
I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we all kind of feel the same way. But even when you say even people getting divorced, they say women are majority of the time the one that actually files for divorce in a lot of situations. Sometimes men just deal with
I wonder why. Like, is it because the guy is like a couple of my friends are divorced, right? They were married for about 10, 15 years, whatever. They had children. They got divorces, and some are in another relationship, some are not.
right.
I know my one homeboy. It was just issues with him not spending enough time at home, right?
Right.
And I guess she just got tired of that. But I wonder if just like, what is it? Like, is it because it's hard to get a man to make that commitment, right? Once we make that commitment,
we
like,
in there.
Yeah,
we
in there. Like we're in there. Like more than likely we're in there. Like, what happens in that relationship where a woman be like, you know what? I want to be married, but I can't do this no more. Like, I just can't do this anymore. Is it because he might be stepping out? Is it because he's not showing enough attention? Is it because he's not sensitive enough? Like what is it that causes women? Because like you said, women lead that as far as like getting divorced. They lead that that charge more than likely. Like, what is it?
I think it's one thing.
Yeah, I think it's all those things you just said.
I think it's a lot of things, but one I'd like to just throw out there, because as much as adults we shouldn't be playing a game. I think it's a game. I think when someone have the person that they want, and I mean really got them, like they ain't going nowhere, I think they like, all right, maybe I need to find somebody else to chase.
Okay.
Because I got him.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, are we so in the I mean within the is it getting to the point where people are just being too picky? Like, because I'm just trying to get to understand it, because like, what causes a woman to be like, you know what, I'm fed up with this shit? Where like we said before, when we're in there, we're in there. You know what I mean? We're trying to make it work no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm 65% of us, right? We're trying to make it work no matter what.
Right.
What happens within that relationship to make a woman be like, you know what? Like, what are we not doing? What are we not doing?
I think it's like R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. They got to be completely fed up, and then
you quoting R. Kelly? Jesus,
R.
okay.
Kelly. Hey. He's still a legend in R&B.
A
still a
legend
legend
to who?
To
all right, let's move on.
To everybody but y'all. Everybody but y'all. Look, see. Hey, but like he said, when a woman's fed up, you know.
So what do you, I mean, Jay, you're happily married. What are you doing within your marriage to keep? I mean, you gotta be. I mean, don't give us everything. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing that's keeping your relationship and your marriage intact? It's been 20 plus years. Like, what are you doing?
I feel like I try my best to keep her secure, you know, and even things I don't want to do, you know, a lot of times, and she know I don't want to do it. I still do it, you know. Like a lot of people don't believe in what do they say? Compromise.
Sure.
Compromise.
Oh, don't get deep thought.
I know we can't have deep thought on this one. But I
what
feel
am I compromising for?
But I feel like, and you're two imperfect people trying to make something perfect. Y'all both got your wants, your needs, your likes, and I feel like you gotta do something to keep the other person happy. to the best of your ability. And then, once you're with somebody so long, what makes them happy.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to do those things.
Yeah.
You know what to keep them, in a good mood and good spirits and stuff like that. And some people just ain't willing to do that. Some people are just stuck in their own lane and they're selfish.
Right.
And I don't think selfish people should be in relationships, honestly. And I think there's a lot of selfish people trying to be in relationships.
Everybody's selfish.
You're selfish in certain ways,
Right.
but I don't think it has a place in a relationship.
I think it's how selfish you are. I mean, it definitely does in a relationship. That's why I say relationships are reciprocal. If you don't feel like you getting out what you putting in, you gone.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
You have to live for that other person in a lot of ways. If y'all both living for each other, it's gonna survive a lot longer than most. But if you're in there just living for yourself, just trying to get what you can get out of it. Like they said, you sitting at a table and you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You just sitting there with your fork in your hand. Who's gonna win on that situation?
Yeah,
you always winning.
You gotta bring something. You gotta come with something.
Yeah.
You gotta come with something.
Yeah.
Because
that fairy tale,
the physical thing it is what it is, right? Like it is what it is. But it's got to be something else. It's got to be a plethora of other things to keep you satisfied, keep her satisfied too.
Yeah, I mean, because what you gonna do when there is no sex? What you gonna do when?
When that stop?
Probably like 95.
Yeah, because we got the blues, yo.
Right.
The blues.
Yo, I can't imagine. I can't imagine getting to that level. It's inevitable because these old people ain't really having sex. Some of these old people.
But just think like, medicine's going to change. Medicine changes every hour. You know what I mean? Yo, by the time we're old, like we might be like feeling like we 15 again, 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might feel like it, but she might. Like, perfect example. I was working at a customer house the other day, and I've been going to his house for years. He's been a customer since the 80s, bro. And when I first met him, he was this big strapping dude, big strapping dude. Now this dude is
Pause.
You know what? I've known him since I was a kid, so he was always that big dude, and now he's in his 80s.
Use burly instead. Burly.
Yeah. Okay, burly.
There you go. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better.
But now I see him, and he's old, he's frail, and his wife is, but he's still getting around doing his thing. But his wife, she has dementia. She just sits in the chair. She ain't moving much, things of that nature. And it's like, man, like. And the first thing is crazy. Like you said, we always think about sex. I'm like, I know he ain't getting none. I'm just thinking like.
He's still thinking about it though.
I know he's still thinking about it. Possibly.
Yeah.
And it's like.
I mean, I ain't trying to be like extra, but that might could work in your favor.
Because she got dementia, she might forget.
Yeah.
Like, we had sex since last week, baby.
Exactly.
She's like, you're right.
And y'all got a deal. So y'all got a deal, like, like once a week. But you actually twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
be like that movie 50 First Dates. Y'all see that 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
Every morning she forgot everything. That would work in our favor, though. That would work in our favor. Shoot. Y'all horrible. Totally horrible.
It was just a thought, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, but I actually know somebody that dealt with that. So that could be a real it's not the best. It's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about dementia?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm going through it with my grandmother right now. And
that's right. You are.
Yeah,
right.
It's horrible. It's absolutely
horrible. Definitely.
And that's what my customer was saying. He was saying I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Honestly, I would not.
Yeah.
They got mood swings. They're not the same person. They forget who you are. They forget who comes to their house. They forget everything. So. Yeah. But it's funny how they still remember things from the past. Like if I sit down and talk to my grandmother about my grandpa, she'll remember everything. Everything. But she won't know who came to see her today.
Somebody
So,
said to me, matter of fact, it was like 2 days ago. I think I was talking to my cousin. He was like, "What if they didn't forget everything? They still remember everything, but they go to an earlier part of their life when they either didn't know you or." I was like, I don't know. I don't know the science behind it at all. I never looked into it or anything.
yeah.
Right.
It's interesting to have how that works and how your brain maps around memories and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man. But
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah. So how do y'all feel? Did y'all hear about what happened to George Foreman about all those allegations that came out? Did you
Huh?
hear about that?
nah.
You didn't hear
What
about that?
happened?
So apparently, I think two women said that he messed with them when they were younger.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just came out like a week or so ago.
Yeah, that's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah,
Find that.
he got hit with lawsuits due to recent allegations he had sexual assault with two minors when he was in his 20s. So when he was in his 20s,
What year was that?
bro, he's in his 80s right now.
Yeah, so
No, the
when he
reason
fought,
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I asked that is because literally, like I tell people all the time, like I hear stories about people like in my grandparents' age that would do stuff like that, and it was kind of normal in
It
right?
was
certain
kind of the
areas.
norm,
You
Yeah,
know
right?
what I mean? Like a 20-year-old, and they married somebody else's daughter that's 14 or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That's why I asked that, not you know what I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that.
yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was in his. I mean, you figure that was when he was in his 20s. That probably was 1940s, 50s. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
probably later than that because he fought.
Right? Yeah.
He fought Ali. What 60? Was that 68?
Oh, he fought him in '68.
I think it was
Okay.
68. Right, right,
Right.
somewhere
Right.
around there. So he probably. Yeah, just think about the time our grandparents grew up. I mean,
Yeah,
my grandma always told me stories that such and such married young when she was like
Mm-hmm.
14, 15 years
yeah,
old. So
yeah.
like you
Yeah.
That
said,
happened.
that's like commonplace back then.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's
Uh,
why I said it. Not that it should have went
Yeah.
on,
Right.
but I
Right.
think
But it was.
society changes over time.
yeah,
You
Mm,
know, to different different things. You know, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just like I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones. I was watching the
Of
newest one.
course, of
So
course.
so you watching the new one, the
Yeah, I'm
Dragon?
geeking it up. I'm geeked up, man.
Bro,
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So you see the second episode, right?
Just watched it today. Yeah,
So that lets you know where I'm going with it. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's the king, and they're like, you got to find a queen.
Right,
So you know, to make their kingdoms greater, you're gonna marry my daughter. His daughter's 12 years old, bro.
right. Yeah,
But by
yeah,
marrying my daughter, our kingdom's gonna merge together,
yeah.
and it's just
And
like,
this dude was like 50.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And she was
oh
like,
yeah,
and
they
then she,
did that all the time
yeah, it was like that was the norm. Well,
back
that
in the
was
day.
literally
Yeah,
the
yeah.
norm.
You watch any of those Viking shows, you'll see stuff like that.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
And I'm just like, and you can see like he don't want to do it. He like, I don't really want to do this. Like, and she's like, well, you're not gonna bed me till I'm 14. That's still young.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Let me ask you guys, have you guys watched there's I guess like a documentary on BET, Her or whatever, and they're talking about Murder Inc.,
mm,
right? And it's Irv Gotti, right? Irv Gotti's producing this, whatever. And he's talking about how the rise and fall of Murder Inc. or whatever, right? So normally I wouldn't be interested in it because I think Murder Inc. is corny. But it was on
Joe,
TV. It
super
was some
corny. Do you have a horn, Lee? Can we get a horn for that?
I don't know how I don't have a horn.
Yo, super corny, bro.
so I was bored. It was on TV, so I started watching it, right? And he started talking about his relationship with Ashanti, right?
Mm,
Like he was really going in about this relationship with Ashanti. And I saw something on Instagram or one of these social medias, right?
Drink
That
champs,
women,
they had him.
it was on he was on drink champs, but he also talked about the same thing in his documentary, right? So he was talking about how their relationship started, right? And he was saying like he was in the studio and she was standing up and she had these these sweatpants on and the thing was poking out or whatever, right? So the women on social media got mad of how he was describing how he was looking at a underage girl or whatever, right? So there was some people coming for his neck, like, yo, he should get in trouble for lusting over a young girl like that, right? And but he, like I said, he went into how his relationship started with her, how they how he got in trouble with his wife and all this stuff. How do you guys, I don't know if you watched it or whatever, but how do you guys feel about him just airing out all that dirty laundry between him and her and his wife or whatever? Him being, he in his 50s, a grown ass man, he's a millionaire. How do you guys feel about that?
That's how you feel, Lee?
Because he's constantly, what's up, Nick? He's constantly digging up dirt. You know what I mean?
You saw Miss J. What's up, Miss J?
What's up, Jay? He's constantly always bringing it up, always talking about it. On Drink Champs, he was talking about it again. He's talking about the watch that he bought. Like he's constantly bringing this up, and she's involved with someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she is.
He remind me of like the dude in the neighborhood that like fought one fight and he won, and he just ragged that one. No, he can't beat nobody. He just rag on like yeah. Remember I beat, like, he's just super corny, yo. He's just like, he act young. I'm just like, bro, how did this dude become a multi-millionaire? He had to know people.
He did that under Jay-Z though. He was under Jay-Z though, right?
I guess I can't disrespect his hustle, but I just don't respect a lot of stuff that he says and does. Right. It's just like, bro, this girl, like, what we talking about? Over 20 years ago? Like,
yeah.
Bro, let it go.
Yeah. When I saw it on Drink Champs, I can't even say that shit. And then when I saw it the other day, watching this documentary, I was like, yo, why is this dude keep bringing this up? Why? Like, it's over.
Or he want people to know that he had it before.
That he got that. Constantly. And, they try to get her to be in a documentary. Of course, she declined it. I think they tried to get his ex-wife to be on it. She declined it. Like, no one wants to talk about that, dude, except for you. Like, why do you keep bringing this up?
He's toxic, bro. Yeah. They don't want nothing to do with that.
Like, I just don't get it, man.
Nah.
Yeah, even Ja Rule, I never liked Ja Rule music.
What?
I just was.
Oh, you don't hit a sore spot.
Yo, and look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Me and Troy never even talked about Murray Inc. before, but I already know where he falls.
You already know what it is.
Right there, bro. I never liked his music, yo. He's not a good rapper. But I tell you what, I do find myself kind of liking him now and how he carries himself and certain things. I'm like, because even when he was sitting next to him, he was like, "Yo, we done? Like, we done?"
Right. Let's move on.
I got respect for you, bro, but you're doing too much. And I don't know who it was in the background, but Irv said, like, called her a bitch or something, like, yeah, this bitch something. And then somebody said, I don't know if it was Ja or Nori. Somebody was like, hold up on the bitch, like don't do that, like. And then Irv calmed down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he would ever run into like certain people and talk certain, like, he act like he big bad, talk all this greasy stuff. I just feel like if somebody really stepped in front of him, it's nothing.
It's almost like he's constantly messy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like, come on, man. Like, you 50 plus, my dude. Like,
is he relevant still though? Like, is he even relevant?
According to him, he would say so because he just got some multi-million-dollar deal from somebody overseas to do a bunch of stuff. So I wouldn't even be worried about. Yeah, like I got multi-millions. I wouldn't be worried about no.
Yeah, like bruh, like you got a lot of money in the bank, man. Like, why are you worried about that? Like, why are you bringing up stuff for 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Constant talking about it.
Yeah.
That's his one, and
That
he
was
can't have her back. So since he can't have her back, he wear it out.
He
Oh.
definitely is.
Oh,
Definitely is, man.
yeah.
Definitely is. And do you guys know? I watched something today, man, and matter of fact, it was on Joe Budden's podcast, right? And he had that cornball. I guess they call him Adam 22, No Jumper podcast. That the white guy was on there, white guy with a tattoo on his face or whatever.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Joe Budden was getting on him about how he basically was making money off of when Kevin Samuels passed away. Now, apparently, this dude had an interview with Kevin Samuels or whatever prior to Kevin passing away. But from what I gather, he really never released the interview, right? And once Kevin passed away, within an hour, he was pumping out 10-minute clips of him having an interview with Kevin Samuels.
Oh, wow.
And so he was getting a bunch of, a gang of views. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Joe and his people were like, yo, like, you're making money off of tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Off of black tragedy constantly.
Yeah.
Like he interviews rappers, you know what I'm saying? Or,
Bro,
that
have
have
you ever
conflict between each other. He's always doing that, and then he'll push it out on YouTube for people to view so he can monetize it and make money off of it. So
I was about to say,
how you guys feel about people like him and Vlad?
I knew he was gonna bring up Vlad. I knew he was gonna bring
making money off of black tragedy, man.
Exploitation is what it is, honestly. But he knows what people want to see, that so they go for that. I think it's wrong, but it's American history. It's how it's always been. If you think about it, profit off of our culture.
I mean, it's a definite, man. I looked him up. I was like, who is this guy? Where he come from? If you look him up, it says he's a YouTuber, he's a content creator. I think he owned like a BMX company or whatever. And that's it. All of a sudden he started this podcast in 2012 or whatever, and then all of a sudden he became what he was, whatever. All right. And a lot of his stuff is just like Vlad. You know what I mean? He'll interview someone that is black. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Does Vlad interview anybody that's not black? I don't think I've ever seen him interview a white person.
Yes, he does. All the
time.
Yes?
Really?
He interviews more black people than white people.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But I don't think it's the same because every time I see No Jumper, I don't watch it. But pretty much every time I've ever seen it, literally, it'll be people. It feels like it's a show. It'll be people on two different sides that used to beef or something like that, or they about to get it on or something like that. It just looked like a sideshow to me. So I never watched it.
Yeah.
Now that to me is completely different than Vlad. I think Vlad is legitimately interested into the culture. Like, and I've heard plenty of things of people that had beef with him and stuff like that. Yeah. I get some people, but me hearing him, how he got started, everything, he's just a good interviewer. Now, does he say things that maybe some black people don't like? But I don't think he extorts or tries to portray us in a negative light or anything. I think he just loves crime. I'm a big crime person too. So I like the stories, all that type of stuff that go along with it. So that's what I really think about that.
I mean, we do know sex, drugs, and rock and roll definitely sells, right? I mean, that stuff does sell. I think those guys really made a killing off of, like we've talked about, black culture. And I think Vlad, he interviews a lot of black people. He's lost a lot of interviews too. He's lost a lot of interviews within the hip hop culture. That's why now he interviews a lot of people outside of the actual hip hop culture, because of how he interviewed and how he talked to people.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, I saw it today, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
Mm,
who is this dude? Like, what is he? Like, who is this no jumper dude? Like, who is this guy?
yeah.
And like B More said, I haven't watched not one episode of his podcast. I'll see it on YouTube. I'll see it, and I'm like, no, I'm not watching that. I can't do it. I just can't sit and watch it. But watching that podcast with him and Joe Budden, that kind of pissed me off, man.
Right.
Because you're
Oh, yeah.
monetizing, you're making money off of someone's death.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is true. So Troy, did you see Ari Spears talking trash on Lizzo? Did you see that?
No, I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
Okay. I didn't actually watch it either, but I got the gist of what he, everybody was saying. He just was
So
kicking
what was
her
the
back
point?
in.
What was the point of it?
I guess he just wanted to trash her. He was pretty much fat shaming her, He was. They say he was mocking her appearance, I don't know why he come for her, but
I could see why he came for her, but
you can see why.
I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why. She's kind of she doesn't hold back. So now and as far as like what her body looks like, the stuff that comes out of her mouth, she doesn't hold back. And I think he just felt like, all right, enough's enough. Like,
Yeah.
you know how she is.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find a clip real quick. B-More's phone's starting to die, but yeah, I don't know why we did that to each other. But you know what? Who is Ari Spears right now? Lizzo's on top of the world, and like they said, when you're on top, people will come for you.
Yeah, true.
So
All the time.
yeah,
I actually like that new song too.
Just like
Oh,
Jay Lee
you
tried.
did?
Just like Jay Lee tried to come for me. You can't come for me, Jay. Can't come for me, man.
So you do like that song, that Lizzo song I sent you, B-More?
You sent me a Lizzo song?
Yeah, you say like what new song? What new song are you talking about?
Lizzo's new song. I didn't know you sent me a. I didn't know you sent me a song. No,
I sent you that song that dude made for Lizzo. I sent you that song.
Oh no!
No,
you told me about it. You told me. Oh, you did send me that.
I told you check it out. I said, look it up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was wild. But no, actually, Lizzo's a new song, like the one that's playing on the radio. I actually like it.
Okay. I was trying to find this clip.
Yeah, Ari Spears has been. He don't look good, man. He look like he ain't doing too hot for a while.
Look like he ain't slept in a while.
Yeah.
Who?
Ari Spears.
Ari Spears.
I used to love his comedy too.
Yo, I'm just share this for y'all real quick. So just see the idea, because I didn't even watch it myself. I don't really like when people be talking trash on people either. Yeah. So, but y'all see that?
Yeah.
Very beautiful girl. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo.
Aries went on to make comments about his own body too, but
in the world, but I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get.
As for what he thinks about Lizzo, the comic doubled down, taking this shot at the singer.
But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
But Lizzo proved being blessed and
So that's the gist of what he was talking about.
I don't think that was bad, actually.
It was bad enough.
I don't think that was bad, man.
Why is he even talking about her though? Like, really? Like,
did somebody ask him a question? Was it prompted, or did he just bring her up and start talking about it? I'm pretty sure they asked him the question.
Well, they probably knew he was already talking about her, so that's probably why they brought it up. But
yeah, he probably said something about it, some type of interview, and they brought it up.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They dig. They want to put you on the spot.
Hey, but he bit the carrot though. He bit the carrot.
Yeah, but But now,
Oh, look at her. That was
but now the world is dragging him right now. The world is dragging him. They call him fat. They
oh
saying,
man,
who
he
is
don't
he?
care, man.
He don't care. Yeah, he don't
He
care.
don't care. He's a comedian,
He
bro.
don't care. He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
I think I've only seen one comedian ever get hurt. Ever.
Who's that?
I don't even know his name. It was the one that was up there on the roast, and Jamie Foxx got him. You are not
Oh,
funny.
yeah, that was funny.
I am your conscience.
You didn't see that, Troy?
Nah.
Oh, we gotta send that to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
That was bad. That Jamie Foxx just murdered his soul. He did.
Send it to me. Make sure y'all send it to me.
Man, he did him so dirty. I felt bad for him.
I don't even think it was that funny. It was just embarrassing.
Yo, he embarrassed him. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like he made him look stupid. Like the dude got up there to roast, and he just got roasted by Jamie the whole time.
Oh man,
the whole time. Yeah.
Well, he kept. Yeah, it was just bad. It was just bad. I was like, oh no, like I wasn't even laughing. I was just like, ooh, this is. Bro, get out of there.
You gonna laugh at it. I think it was hilarious because it's just he was like, I am your conscience. Like the whole time, yo.
Let's not say too much. You gotta feel that one raw.
Yeah, for sure.
And if for y'all that have not seen it, go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth looking at. But,
so, fellas,
it's Doug Williams too. If y'all want to look it up,
Doug Williams. Okay.
Jamie Foxx roast Doug Williams. You'll never forget it.
Because most comics is quick on their feet, man.
Most good
a lot of stuff. Most good ones, most good ones. Like the one dude, I just watched one not too long ago. That like the dude made this couple break up, like during his set.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did they really break up though? Did they really break up?
I don't know, but dude ain't come back. I was like, did they?
Yeah, he ain't come back.
But dude ain't come back. Like he was gone. Like he ain't go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he said something to her. Like he said something to her, got up and left, and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, he gave the dude a chance to redeem himself. And he still didn't do it.
Oh, so you seen it? Yeah.
I seen it. Yeah, I didn't see it all to the end where he walked out.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yo, he gave him a chance to redeem himself, and he still stood strong with it. He was like, all right. All right.
Yeah, he must didn't care. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. No.
But. Hey, man, before we get off of here, man, I just want to send a big shout out to all the chillings that are going back to school. Make sure you learn something good. Summer is over with. Sorry. Kids are getting older. I saw a picture of Jay Lee's kids on Instagram, man. Kids are getting older. Kids about to graduate. Mine's went to college. My firstborn. On my birthday, I had to put her, take her to college. So that was a very emotional day. It was a bittersweet, happy, sad day. All kinds of emotions going on.
Really?
I'm still sad.
You'll get used to it.
Okay.
You'll get used to it. You'll be immune.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still sad.
Congratulations to you, though.
I know B Moore's son. I think B Moore's son's what he's at Elizabeth City. Just became a capper not too long ago. Congratulations to him. So kids are doing big things, man. And I'm sure the people that are listening to us right now, I'm sure your kids are doing big things. So shout out to all the children out there, man. Shout out to all the parents out there doing their thing. I'm proud of y'all. Keep up the good work. Stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused, and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
Because smoke and mirrors is for the kids.
We for the kids.
When it's before 8 o'clock. After that,
don't call.
For sure.
That's the cutoff line, huh?
Yeah.
Tell them about the cutoff line, boss.
But it's for real.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Hey, make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. We're trying to build that channel too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go, because technically, when they did the battle, it shut off on Facebook, but it went the whole length on YouTube. So next time you're gonna have to come to YouTube. and stay there. It shouldn't cut out. So I think
Yeah.
we got our formula together.
YouTube let us live. They let us be great that whole
Let us
night.
breathe.
So
Yeah, let us breathe
Yeah.
for a little bit.
they shut it down after the fact, but they let us finish
It
strong.
was up. It was up for like another 2 hours. Somebody was telling me.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Before somebody caught it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they let us breathe. So the next battle between my two guys right here for 70s, if you want to listen to it, it's probably going to be on YouTube. They're probably going to let us breathe again. So
I might do
definitely
something just
follow us
like
on
go
YouTube.
to the skating rink. You know what I mean? Just like have all my I'm gonna be on roller skates playing my songs. Just dipping on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna come up.
That's
I
what you're
don't
gonna
know.
do? That's what you're gonna
Just
do?
be ready, bro.
Yo,
I
you going to
promise.
grow an afro, yo, within that time?
So you playing games? I wish I could. I'm gonna get that stitch in though. I'm gonna get the. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna have some pork chop sideburns.
Look, I'm gonna have an afro, but it's just gonna be missing the top part.
That George Jefferson.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Shoot,
sure.
why can't we do that no more? Yo, my grandfather worked think about that. He wore that, it wasn't no issue.
No
My
issue.
grandfather wore it, wasn't no issue.
No issues.
Still good. Like you do that today, you know what happened. That look crazy, right?
Dudes are getting those man weaves, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't.
Getting them man weaves, man.
How long they last?
Yeah, I know, right?
6 months?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it ain't an option for me.
Nah, I'd rather go bald. Yeah,
if I look crazy bald, then maybe, but
yeah,
ain't an issue for me.
Nah.
Yep. All right, fellas.
Yes, sir.
To all those out there, thank you for chiming in for another night with your boys.
Big Frank, hit your boy up, man. Shoot me a message up in the Facebook, man. Shoot me a message, man. Let me know when you back down here, man.
All right. That was it?
All right. Yes, sir.
I was like, all right.
That awkward silence.
Yeah, it was what happened.